You can feel it before you can explain it. The energy shifts. People start acting differently. Messages get warmer. Silence gets louder. And one day, the person who's been trying to stay cool stops playing it safe and finally shows you what their heart has been hiding. This is not the kind of forecast where love stays in the shadows. This is the season of proof, of actions that speak louder than flirting, of someone choosing you in public, not just in private, of a relationship that stops being a question mark and starts becoming a plan. Because marriage energy isn't just about a ring, it's about certainty. It's about two people who stop running from the future and start building it. And when the stars open this door, it doesn't feel like drama, it feels like relief, like peace, like the end of guessing. In the coming weeks, 5 zodiac signs step into a powerful storyline. A partner's feelings become obvious, the connection deepens fast, and the relationship moves toward commitment. For some, it will begin with a confession that changes everything. For others, it's a quiet but unmistakable shift. They start introducing you differently, protecting your place in their life, talking about when, not if. But here's the secret. When love is real, it doesn't demand you to chase it. It meets you halfway. It returns your effort. It makes your nervous system calm. So if you've been waiting for a sign, this is it. The 5 signs with love marriage potential: Taurus, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, Pisces. Taurus, the moment they stop hesitating, everything becomes real. Taurus, you don't fall in love with words, you fall in love with consistency. And that's exactly what arrives for you now. A partner who stops being vague and starts being intentional. The energy around you is shifting from flirting to foundation. You may notice them showing up more, asking deeper questions, wanting to know your schedule, your plans, your values. Not because they want control, because they want a place in your life. If you're single, this can be the start of a slow burn connection that turns serious quickly. The person who's coming toward you is not here for games. They'll show interest through actions. They make plans, they keep them, they remember details, they introduce you to their world. You might meet them through work, friends, routine places, or a practical situation, something ordinary that suddenly turns sacred. Watch for someone who respects your pace but doesn't leave you guessing. If you're already in a relationship, Taurus, this is a powerful commitment window. You may have a serious conversation about moving in, engagement, family plans, or long-term goals. It won't feel forced, it will feel like the next natural step. And if you've been wondering whether they're truly all in, you'll see it clearly. They'll start protecting the relationship, prioritizing you, making you feel chosen. How they will show feelings: acts of service, protection, reliability, planning the future. Marriage signal: let's do this for real conversations. Timeline: living situation, commitment. Your love rule: don't accept almost. Real love for you is stable, calm, and consistent. Cancer, they stop being scared of love and start being proud of it. Cancer, you are about to receive the kind of love that feels like coming home. Someone is stepping into your life or stepping up within your relationship with a new level of emotional bravery. The biggest change: they stop hiding their feelings behind jokes, distance, or confusion. They show you with actions that they're not just attached, they're devoted. If you're single, the connection that arrives now will feel emotionally safe, even if it starts softly. It may come through family, friends, old connections, or someone who has watched you from a distance and finally chooses to approach. This person will be tender in a steady way, curious about your heart, respectful of your history, serious about protecting your peace. They won't rush your trust, but they won't disappear either. And that will heal something in you. If you're in a relationship, this is make it official energy. You may see your partner become more affectionate, more emotionally open, more future-focused. They'll talk about building a life, not just enjoying the moment. They'll want to strengthen the bond, introducing you more publicly, taking responsibility for their role in your happiness, discussing engagement or family. Cancer, you're not meant to beg for reassurance. This period brings reassurance without you asking. How they will show feelings: vulnerability, devotion, wanting to care for you, including you in family plans. Marriage signal: discussions about home, family, moving in, or forever in a calm, serious tone. Your love rule: choose the love that makes you feel safe, not the one you have to decode. Libra, a confession, and then a choice. You're the choice. Libra, your love story is about to turn into something people can feel. When you walk into the room, the energy around you is magnetic, romantic, and most importantly decisive. Someone who has been unsure, cautious, or emotionally guarded begins to show you clear signs. They want you, they respect you, and they're ready to stop treating love like a risk. If you're single, this may begin with a strong mental connection chemistry through conversation. You could meet someone through social events, friends, collaborations, or even online. But here's the twist. They'll move faster than you expect, not in a reckless way, but in a I don't want to lose you way. They'll claim you emotionally first, consistent communication, thoughtful gestures, protective energy, and soon after, they'll want to define the relationship. If you're in a relationship, Libra, you're entering an engagement level window. The connection becomes more official, more committed, more public. You may have a serious conversation about the future, what you both want, what timeline feels right, what your next step is. And if there has been imbalance, this period corrects it. They either step up, or the universe makes it impossible to keep pretending. How they will show feelings, romantic gestures, clear communication, public commitment, future talk, marriage signal, a defining conversation plus actions that back it up, plans, introductions, stability. Your love rule. Love should be beautiful and clear. If it's real, it won't confuse you. Capricorn, they stop acting strong and finally get serious about love. Capricorn, you don't do almost, you do real or you do nothing. And in this season, the universe rewards your patience with a relationship that shifts from private feelings to public commitment. The person who loves you or the one entering your life now may not be dramatic with words, but they'll become unmistakable with actions. They start building with you, protecting your time, and making decisions that include you. If you're single, this is a mature love story. You're likely to attract someone who is stable, responsible, and emotionally grown, someone who respects your ambition and isn't threatened by your standards. The connection may begin in a practical setting, work, business, projects, networking, education, or a place where people take life seriously. It won't feel like chaos. It will feel like clarity. And the faster you see consistency, the faster your heart opens. If you're in a relationship, Capricorn, you're in a definite window. This is where engagement conversations, long-term planning, moving in, meeting family, or official next steps become natural. If your partner has been hesitant, you'll see the shift: less avoidance, more responsibility, more I'm here, I'm staying. You may also notice a protective energy from them. They defend the relationship, prioritize time together, and stop letting outside noise interfere. Here's the key, Capricorn. You don't need grand romance to believe in love. You need proof. And this period brings proof. The future starts getting talked about like it already exists because in their mind it does. How they will show feelings, steady effort, planning, responsibility, acts of loyalty, making time. Marriage signal, clear next step conversations, timeline, home, family, plus actions that match. Your love rule, if they can't show up consistently, they can't have you forever. Pisces, a love that feels destined. But this time it's also real. Pisces, you are the sign of divine love, and yes, you've tasted the kind that looks beautiful but hurts. But this season is different. This season is about a love that stays. The person who is meant for you will stop being a mystery and start being a partner. You'll feel it in one simple thing. You no longer have to wonder what you mean to them. If you're single, love finds you through emotion, meaning, and synchronicity. You could meet someone in creative spaces, healing environments, spiritual communities, through music, art, volunteering, or even during a quiet, unexpected moment when you're not trying to impress anyone. The connection starts with a feeling like your heart recognizes them. But unlike past patterns, this person is consistent. They don't vanish when it gets deep. They don't punish your sensitivity. They treat your softness as something sacred. If you're in a relationship, Pisces, the second half brings forever energy. The relationship becomes more emotionally intimate, more honest, more devoted. You may hear words you've been waiting for, promises, plans, clarity. You may also feel your partner becoming more protective and proud of you, introducing you differently, making space for you in their future, wanting to build a home feeling with you. This is the time where love turns into structure, routines together, decisions together, real-life plans that anchor the romance. But Pisces, here's the star lesson. Marriage-level love requires boundaries too. Don't sacrifice yourself to keep the peace. The right person will love you more when you're honest. How they will show feelings, emotional openness, tenderness, reassurance, consistent contact, devotion. Marriage signal. Talk of commitment becomes specific dates, plans, family, shared future. Your love rule. You deserve love that feels like magic and feels like safety. Final message for all 5 marriage potential signs. This is the season where someone's feelings become obvious, not in hints, not in excuses, in actions. If you're one of these signs, Taurus, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, Pisces, love is moving from romance to real commitment.